Prelude to intrigue. Is our hero a fiend, a villain? Treachery is afoot. Banquo should be next.
One of the things that I might have forgot to mention is that in period in medieval England, they actually didn't have time to rehearse. They were given the scripts the night before. We've actually had them for a bit longer than that. But they had a prompter, and we have a prompter. Yay. We've also never rehearsed this before. Yay. So bear with us.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is down. I have not heard the clock.
She was down at 12.
I take it 'tis later, sir?
Heavy summons lies like lead upon me, and yet I would not sleep. Merciful powers restrained, and neither curse thoughts that nature gives way to and prose. Give me my sword. Who's here?
A friend.
What, sir? Are you not at rest? The king's abed. I dreamt last night of the wayward sisters. To you they have shown some truth.
I think not of them. Yet when we can entreat an hour to serve, we would spend it on some time upon that business. If you would grant the time.
At your kindest leisure.
If you shall cleave to my consent when 'tis, it shall make honor for you.
So I lose none. I shall be counseled.
Good repose, the lad.
Thanks, sir. Like you.
Today, which I see before me, candle toward my hand. Come, let me pledge thee. That thee not. I see thee still. Not fatal vision sensible to feeling as to sight. Art thou but a dagger of the mind, false creation, proceeding from the heat of present brain? I see thee yet. Forms palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshalest me the way that I was going. And such an instrument I was to use. Oh, mine eyes are made the fools of the other senses. Else worth all the rest. See thee still. And on thy blade in dudgeon gouts of blood, which was not so before. There's no such thing. It's the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Half-world nature seems dead. Wicked dreams abuse the curtain's sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offering, and withered murder alarmed by his sentinel, the wolf, whose howls his watch. Thus, his stealthy pace, his heart's ravishing strides towards his design moves like a ghost. Sure and firm set earth, fear not my steps, which way they walk, for fear thy very stones prate at my whereabout. And take the present horror from the time which now suits with it. As I threat, he lives. Words to the heat of deeds, too cold breath gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell which summons thee to heaven or to hell.
What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Hark! Please. It was the owl that shrieked, that fatal velvet which gives the sternest good night. He is about it. The doors are open and the surfeited groom to mark their charge with snores. Hark! I laid their daggers ready, you could not miss them. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done it. Struck their posets that death and nature do contend them whether they live or sleep.
Who's there? What ho?
I am afraid we are discovered. The attempt and not the deed confounds us. My husband,
I've done the deed. Did you not hear a noise?
when?
Now.
I heard the owls shriek and the crickets cry. Did you not speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended?
I-
Hark, who lies in the second chamber?
Donalbain!
It's a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
I heard a voice, sleep no more. To all the house. Macbeth, sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? Worthy Thane, you do unbend your noble strength to think so brain sickly of things. Go get some water and wash this filthy Why did you bring these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go, carry them and smear the sleeping grooms with blood.
I'll go no more. I am afraid to think what I have done. Look on again. I dare not.
Firm of purpose. See the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil. If he do sleep, I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
Whence is that knocking? Always with me, but at every noise appalls me. Hands are here. Ah, they pluck out mine eyes. Neptune's ocean watches the quickness from my hand.
My hands are of your color, but I shame to wear a heart so white. Hark! I hear a knocking. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed. How easy is it then? Your constancy hath left you unattended. More knocking. Go, get on your nightgown, lest occasion should call on us and show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my thoughts were best not know myself. Wake Duncan with thy knocking. I would thou couldst.
Knocking indeed. If a man reporter of Hellgate, you should have old turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there in the name of Beelzebub? Here's a farmer that hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. Coming time. Have napkins now about you. Here you'll sweat for it. Knock, knock. Who's there in the other devil's name? Here's an equivocator. They could swear in both the scales against either scale. They committed treason enough, for God's sake. They could not equivocate to heaven. Oh, come in, equivocator. Knock, knock. Here's an English tailor, come hither for stealing out of a French hose. Oh, come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Knock, knock. Never at quiet. What are you? This place is too cold for hell. I'll devil porter it no further. I had thought to have let in some of all professions that go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Anon, anon! I pray you remember the porter.
Was it so late, friend? You went to bed? Did you lie so late?
Faith, sir, we were carousing until the second cock, and drink, sir, is a great provoker of three things.
And what three things doth drink especially provoke?
Married, sir. Nose painting, sleep, and urine. Lechery, sir. It provokes and unprovokes. Evokes the desire, but it takes away the performance. Therefore, much drink may be said to be an equivocator with lechery. It makes him, and it mars him. It sets him on, and it puts him off. It persuades him, and disheartens him. It makes him stand, too, and not stand, too. In conclusion, equivocates him in his sleep, and giving him the lie, leaves him.
I think drink gave you the lie last night.
That it did, sir, in the very throat of me. But I requited him for his lie, and being too strong for him, I think, though he took up my legs sometimes, yet I made a shift to cast him.
Isn't our master stirring? Oh, we're walking his way. Here he comes.
Good morning, officer.
Oh, good morrow both.
Is the king stirring, worthy king?
Not yet.
He did command I call upon him timely. I've almost slipped the hour.
I'll bring you to him. This is the door.
I'll make some bold call.
Goes the king heads today.
He does. He did appoint so.
The nights have been high unruly, where we lay our chimneys were blown down, and as they say, lamentings heard in the air, strange screams of death, and prophesying with accents terrible, the dire question and confused events.
It was a rough night.
Oh, horror! Horror! Horror!
What's the matter?
Confusion now has made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder broke open the Lord's anointed temple and stolen hence the life of the building.
What is it you say, the life?
You mean His Majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy your sight with a new glory. Do not bid me speak. Go see and speak yourselves. Awake! Awake! Murder and treason! Banquo! Dalbane! Malcolm, awake!
What's the matter? Speak! Speak!
Oh, gentle lady, it is not for you to hear what I can speak. Banquo! Banquo! Our royal master's murdered!
What? In our house?
Too cruel anywhere, man. Dear Duff, I pray thee, contradict thyself. Say it's not so.
And I that died an hour before this chance, lived a blessed time. Renown and grace is dead.
What is this?
Your royal father's murdered.
Why, whom?
Those of his chamber, as it seemed, had done it. Their faces and hands were all badged with blood, so were their daggers, which, unwiped, we found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore did thou so?
Who can be wise amazed? Loyal and neutral, temperate and furious in a moment. There lay Duncan, silver skinned, laced with his golden blood. They're the murderers. Their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love? And in that heart's courage makes love known.
Help me, Hans.
Why do we hold our tongues? What should be spoken here? Where our fate hidden in our hallway, rush and seize us.
Look to the lady, and when we have our grant these is. Let's up our exposure. Let us meet and question in this bloody piece of work. So,
Let's briefly put on manly readiness and meet in the hall together.